Today we'll study a new topic, functions and linear graph. In order to understand the function, let's take an example of a washing machine. We put dirty clothes in the washing machine and we get clean clothes. The function of the washing machine is to clean the clothes, is to wash the clothes. Dirty clothes is actually the input and the clean clothes is actually the output. So, function is actually the relationship between input and the output. Keeping in mind this example, we can start with the number. Let us suppose that we have a table over here. The input is 2 and the function of the machine is to multiply it by 2, and then we can get the output. If the input is multiplied by 2, 2 is going to be multiplied by 2, the output is 4. What if the number is not 2, it is 3? The function is same, the function is to multiply it by 2, so what are we going to do? We'll multiply 3 by 2 and we'll get the output 6. What if the input is 4? Function is to multiply 4 by 2 and we'll get the output 8. From this table, we can conclude that if the input is 50, let's suppose the input is 50, the function is to multiply the input by 2, 50 multiplied by 2, we can conclude from the table that the output will be 100. So we can say that this is the relationship. Function is actually the relationship between input and output. Between input and output. And from this example, we can also conclude that there are three main parts of a function. First is input. The second one is function itself or the relationship. And the third one is output. Now if we know the relationship, we know the input, we can find out the output. Similarly, we know the output and we know the relationship, we can also find out input. In this example, if someone is telling you that the output is 80, the function of the machine is to multiply the function is to multiply the input by 2, and you have to find out the input. Output is given to you and you are supposed to find out the input. You can do reverse calculation. 80 is divided by 2. 80 will be divided by 2 in order to get the input, because we know that over here we don't know the input, so we'll do reverse calculation. It means that if the function is given to you, if you know the input, you can find out the output, and if you know the output, you can also find out the input, but you will do reverse calculation. We can make an equation. Let us suppose that we assume that input is x and output is y. We can make an equation over here that in order to get y, x should be multiplied by 2, or we can say that y is equal to 2x. This is the equation of the function. And from this equation, you can easily find out the value of x if y is given to you, and if x is given to you, you can also find out the value of y. X and y are the x and y coordinate of the graph, so you can also make an ordered pair over here. For the function multiplied by 2, the ordered pair will be, if the input is 40, x is 40, the output will be 80. For the above examples which we have done before, you can make an ordered pair over here. If input is x and output is y, when input was 2, the output was 4. The value y was 4. So the ordered pair is 2 and 4. When the input was 3, the output was 6. So the ordered pair is 3, 6. When the input was 4, the output was 8. So the ordered pair over here is 4 and 8, and we can draw these graphs, these ordered pair on the graph. Now let's try example on page number 139. On page number 139 of your book, a function machine is shown to you, and the function of the machine is to add 3 to the input to get the output y. Question number 1 of the example states, write down an equation that shows the relationship between the output y and the input x. So it means that you are going to find out the equation of the function as 3 is added to the input. If input is x, 3 should be added. So we can say that y is equal to x plus 3. So the equation of the function would be y equals to x plus 3. This is the equation which is showing the relationship between the variable y and x. In question number 2, they are telling you to find out the output y for each of the following inputs. Inputs are given to you. As we have formed the equation y equals to x plus 3, when x is equal to 4, they are telling you to find out y. We know that y equals to x plus 3 by substituting the value of x. 4 plus 3, y is 7. So when x is 4, y is 7, and the coordinate pair would be 4 and 7. When x is 7, in part B, they are telling you when x is 7, you have to find out y. Again, y is equal to x plus 3. Substituting the value of x over here, 7 plus 3, y is 10. So when x is 7, output y is 10, and the ordered pair will be 7 and 10. For part B, we considered x equals to 7. The y was 10. If x is minus 7, then what are you going to do? Over here, the value of x is minus 7. So what if the x is minus 7? In the same equation, you can substitute the value of x as minus 7. Minus 7 plus 3, and it will be minus 4. So the output y for x equals to minus 7 will be minus 4, and the ordered pair will be minus 7 minus 4. Now question number 3 of the example, write down the input x for each of the following outputs y. In this question, you have to find out input, whereas output is given to you using the same equation. Y equals to x plus 3. If we want to find out x, we'll substitute the value of y over here. When y is 9, x is x, you are going to write it's s plus 3. And in order to find x, 3 will be shifted to the other side. It will be subtracted, and we can see that x is equal to 6. So when the output is given to you, you can do reverse calculation and you can find out input. It is 6. When the output is 0, y is 0. Using the same equation, substitute the value of y instead of the variable. It is 0, x plus 3. X will be on the same side, and we'll shift 3 to the other side. It will become minus 3. So x is minus 3. So when the y is 0, x is minus 3, and ordered pair will be minus 3, 0. In question number 4, they are telling you to complete the table in sum of the parts. If the value of x is given to you, you have to find out the value of y, and in sum of the parts, value of y is given to you, and you are supposed to find out the value of x. When the value of x is given to you, you can use the equation minus 7, y is x plus 3. When x is minus 7, you can substitute the value over here, minus 7 plus 3. We know that when the signs are different, we do subtraction, and then we look at the absolute value. 7 is greater, so y will be minus 4. You can complete the table over here. When x is minus 7, y is minus 4. Again, the value of y is given to you, and you have to find out the value of x. In this question, in this part, the value of y is given to you and you can do reverse calculation. Y is x plus 3, y is 0. When y is 0, what is the value of x? We'll shift 3 to the other side, x is minus 3. So when the value of y is 0, x is minus 3. The value of x and y in the next parts are given to you, and then when x is 4, the value of y is x plus 3, 4 plus 3, 7, and when the value of y is 9, the value of x is 6. From this table, you can make the ordered pair. Like for the first values, the ordered pair will be minus 7, the value of x coordinate first and the y coordinate later, and minus 4. The second one would be minus 3 and 0. The third ordered pair will be 2, 5, and then the fourth ordered pair will be 4 and 7, and the last ordered pair will be 6, 9. In question number 5, they are telling you that the point 2, 5 is shown. Plot the rest of the points based on the table 6.1 and draw a straight line that passes through all the points. We have drawn the ordered pair before on the graph paper. The first ordered pair is minus 7, minus 4. Both the values are negative. It means that 7 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units to the left and 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first ordered pair. Minus 7 and minus 4. The second one is minus 3, 0. Again, the value of x-axis is minus. It means 3 units to the left. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and the value of y is 0. So it should be on the axis. Because we will not move upward, we will not move downward, because the value of the y-axis is 0. Minus 3 and 0. Next is 2 to 5, 2 units to the right and 5 units up. This ordered pair is drawn in your book. Next is 4 and 7, 4 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here. Last ordered pair is 6 and 9, 6 units to the right and 9 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 over here. You have drawn all ordered pair, and when you will draw a line, you will see that these ordered pair, when joined together, they are on a straight line. You can see that when all these points are joined together, they are on a straight line, and from this example we can conclude that a function is a relationship between two variables x and y, input and output, and y, such that every input x produces exactly one output y. From this equation, you can see that when the value of x is given to you, you can find out y. So that's what is mentioned in this statement, that when every input is given to you x, it produces exactly one output y. And this is actually the function. Function is a relationship between the two variables x and y, which are shown in the equation, and every input x produces exactly one output y. When the input is given to you, you can find out output. When output is given to you, you can find out input. Now let's try question number 3 of exercise 6a. It states that the equation of a function is y equals to 4x plus 5. Find the value of y when x is 3 and x is minus 2. Over here you are not required to plot the points on the graph. They are only telling you to find out the value of output, and that is y. Equation is given to you, y is equal to 4x plus 5. When x is 3, it means that you are going to substitute the value of x in the equation. Instead of x you can write 3, and then you can write the equation again. You can find out the value of y. 4 3s are 12 plus 5, and it will be 17. And if x is minus 2, using the same equation, y is equal to 4x plus 5. The value of x is minus 2. Instead of x you can substitute minus 2 plus 5 plus minus minus. 4 2s are 8, minus 8 plus 5, and when minus 8 is being added to 5, you will get minus 3. Part B of question number 8 of exercise 6a, the equation of a function is y equals to 2 by 3x plus 1 by 3. Find the value of y when x equals to minus 3, x equals to 1.5. It's very easy. We are going to substitute the value of x, and you can easily find out value of y. For part B, you have to calculate the value of y. You have to find out the value of x when the value of y is given to you. In this question there is reverse calculation, so we'll try to solve this part. Y is equal to 2 by 3x plus 1 by 3, and the value of y is given to you. Y is 1. So what are you going to do? You are going to substitute the value of y over here, and you are going to find out the value of x. As we know that when we are going to find out the value of x over here, we'll shift all other values to the other side of the equation. 1 by 3 is being added over here, so when it will be shifted to the other side, it will be subtracted from 1. And 1 by 3, when subtracted from 1, we get 2 by 3 equals to 2 by 3x. And when we have to find out the value of x, 2 by 3 will be shifted to the other side. 3 is being divided over here. When it will be shifted to the other side, it will be multiplied. And 2 is being multiplied over here. It will be divided. Or 2 by 3, the fraction is being multiplied by the x. When we shift the fraction to the other side, we'll get the reciprocal of this fraction. 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 2, and 2 will be cancelled. So x is equal to 1. So it means that when the value of y is 1, for the function 2 by 3x plus 1 by 3, the value of x is also 1. For part B, the value of y is minus 1 by 6. Using the same equation, you are going to substitute the value of y as minus 1 by 6. 1 by 3 is being added over here. When it will be shifted to the other side, it will be subtracted. We'll make the denominator same. So it will be minus 1 minus 2 by 6. 2 by 3x equals to minus 3 by 6. 3 ones are 3, 3 2s are 6. 2 by 3x is minus 1 by 2, and when you have to find out the value of x, 3 is being divided over here. When it will be shifted to the other side, it will be multiplied. 2 is being multiplied over here. When it will be divided, it will be shifted to the other side, it will be divided. So you will get the value of x, that is minus 3 by 4. It means that when the value of y is minus 1 by 6, the value of x is minus 3 by 4. So we are done with the chapter 6. You can do the rest of the questions by yourself.